today is use of leadership and management skill. A-2/2/2 TCWB, particularly planning and coordination. So, we are your instructors for today's session. I'm Kurt Oriarte.
I'm Manuel Roldan.
Jimmy J.
Alright. So, to start the session, Sir Dodong will handle the case study session.
Thank you, Kurt. Good morning.
Good morning.
We have our, our warm up this morning, but it seems that after the warm up, you get cold again. I think it's very important that to know that there are a lot of different perspectives on one object that we see. Just a while ago, we're thinking a lot what to place next, depending on your perspective. Okay. But the point is, everyone looking at something has different way of interpreting it, right?
Yes.
Like the story of, this is an Arab joke, by the way, Arab show. And one day, both Arab and Manoling Murato, you know Manoling Murato? Well, he was the chairman of the NTRCB. Okay, so they were walking in Pagsanhan, and one day they were attracted to the water. They said it's warm, so they say, sabi ni Arab, let's go swimming. But they were not ready. So kailangan lang magubad. So both Manoling Murato and Arab went to the water, swimming.
Make it.
Arab did not know that there was a big crocodile approaching him. Manoling Murato was shocked seeing the crocodile approaching Arab. Sabi ni Murato, Arab, watch out! There's a big crocodile. Hindi na, too late. The crocodile was able to grab the bayag of Arab. But Arab was very quick, he was powerful. He punched immediately the crocodile. Since it was very strong punch, the crocodile died. Then nagulat si Manoling Murato. Sabi ni Arab, oh, ano Manoling? Kaya mong gawin yun? Sagot ni Manoling, Mr. President, kaya ko man gawin yun, pero huwag mo lang akong suntukin. That's a perspective, right? Iba perspective ni Manoling.
Yes.
Okay, so today we are going to do an exercise. It is actually a case study. Kurt and Jim, can you help me distribute the case study sheets? Okay. You have there a situation. You have there a situation. We are going to analyze the situation, by the way. But I would like to make it more interactive between you as participants. I'd like to have this group to consist of this one should be one group, the other one will be another group. And then to hasten discussion, I would like you to be on the same table facing each other. You can probably get across two groups. This is group number 1 and this is group number 2. Okay? Okay, please. You can please sit around the table so that you can interact with each other.
Class, as you can see, there is anybody does not have the sheet. Okay? So I would like you to understand that this scenario actually happened in one of the vessels. So, but the complete details were not given. But what I would like you to understand is this is actual
Yes.
scenario.
Okay.
Okay? Can you please take time to read? And Sir
So
Dodong.
we'll have 5 minutes for you, for the group, to study that. And then what are you going to do? These are the things you are going to look into, okay? And answer the following. What went wrong? Why did it happen? And what could have been done properly? You're going to discuss it with your group, and then I expect each group to come out with common. After, I understand a lot of discussion, a lot of ideas there. But your group will be tasked to come out with a common answer to each question.
By the way, me and Bert will be facilitating each group.
Okay, so,
We will accommodate your answers to each of the guide questions.
I'll be handling group 1 and Jimmy will handle group 2. So, if it's correct, it's not you, the management.
Detail na to sa bakit magkarto bakit so na-pressure
I think this one is not only full.
Benz of Cargool.
The bench of Cargool din yun. Dili din yung consideration na dapat niya
Kasi
ventilation of pagbuhol ba? Katong sa
Ilang
kilid.
square good?
Oo,
Ilang square good? Kung na-refresh yung mga sa
Hindi nga naman naman. So, what I meant by nag-deform.
Mm.
Ang damage naman sa sa experience na ko na pag-ibalas sa aking experience. Open ang ventilation. Kasi sa rolling nag-list ang tubig. Kaya na siya yung space kaya kung puno na siya, wala din siya kuha. Wala din siya.
Wala na po.
Wala din na yan doon.
Gina-open siya while low ay full na siya, wala na pressure.
Di pa na siya. Pag-kapit na siya puno. Abot naman sa isang sarado sa iyo.
So I don't feel like
Normally, the only area for this is building, not school.
so what type
So what we
only want to
know is that wala na sarado ang build sa kanya pagpuno niya pagbagay ng ruling.
dito siya, wala pa siya ng puno, pwede pa.
Oo nga, i-place ka na. So, kayo yung ruling, sabi ko, ruling, okay, minsan na naman damage
So, ang cargo hold, wala siya ng puno. Ang water inside ang naka-deform. Anak, ito.
2 minutes.
Why did it happen?
hindi kayo temperature hindi yan eh, wala man ang pressure. So, kumbaga, nag-bumba ka dito, nag-smell ka. Dili ka smell. O, mura na doon ka ng wala ito ba? Tayo ko ng trigger.
Ballasting.
Lasting man sa ito padagay.
So it means wala gina-open ang valve tapos sige pang wala na yung hangin yung sulod
Hindi ka gawas niya. Wala yung hangin yung sulod dito. Wala lang na yung
so yan
Start consolidating your answers so that we can already have, we can gather them on these 3 items.
Between the
Group 2 ba ito?
Hi, first, that's
Group 1.
May sasulat yan? Or
Or
ano?
susulat. I'm going to get your paper and keep the sheets. Paper.
Akala namin, verbal.
Bago sila nagsulat, dapat i-check sa manholes, sounding
2 minutes.
temperature niya sa pwede niyo bulugan.
Kasama niya yung result. Ano lang, sir, vents and manhole.
Yeah, manhole and ventilation is closed. Yeah, we're kita din sa miscommunication, no double check. Yeah.
Okay, are we ready?
17.
Ano mo po?
Anyway, you are going to
Pasa din yung
all right. May I have your attention now? Okay. May I ask the group 2 to please tell us what went wrong and then why did it happen and what could have been properly done.
As in the
At first, before that, I think everybody has understood the scenario.
Yes.
Okay, it resulted to what? Damage of the wood hall. Okay. So, what went wrong? May I ask the group to? Yes.
Sir, in the scenario, what went wrong? The cargo hold vents were closed, manholes were closed. They started the operation without checking if it's fully open or ready for the operation.
What operation was it?
The deballasting.
Deballasting.
Deballasting. And then, why did it happen? We've listed here complacency of the crew, miscommunications from the officer, the bridge or chief officer was the in charge, and then with the deck crew, and then miscommunication, and then also for the failure of supervision, chief mate's failure of supervision
By whom?
by chief mate, sir.
Chief mate.
And also the head of the deck crew also, sir.
Okay.
What could have been done, the planning was there, but maybe the execution of the plan went wrong. And then the double checking, they should have double checked the important matters for the deballasting, and then good communication. They should have reported that these are already open or these are not yet ready for operations, like that said. So that's for the group 2.
Okay, big hand for our group 2. All of these are listed already on the board. Okay, all of these have been captured.
Yes, sir.
Okay. We will now have group number 1.
So, good morning.
Morning.
For the first question, what went wrong? As we all know, at 7:30, the chief officer actually at 9, he said that it will be carried out, the deballasting, and then he already informed the deck crew and the engine crew to prepare. However, at 0900 hours, the chief officer was not able to ask confirmation from the deck crew. That's what actually went wrong. Everything started from there. Because he just asked the engine personnel if it's already ready. So after that, he started the ballast pump. The deballasting operation. That is why that's what happened. The damage of the forward and aft cargo hold bulkhead. So why did it happen? Because anybody from my group?
Yes, there's a lack of, of course, there's a lack of proper communications between the chief officer and the deck crew. And of course, there's that's what group 2 said, there's a complacency between the deck crew and the chief officer.
Yes. So what could have been done is to
Actually, there should be a better like coordination between the two departments, the deck and the engine crew, because the problem could be like the delegation of the duties from the chief officer giving to the engine crew was okay, and then he forgot the deck crew in the job because he usually give the command to the deck crew, and then during the ballasting he will give like confirmation from the engine crew. Anyway, there would have been it would have been better if he coordinated with the engine second engineer. It should be better coordination because maybe he delegated it directly and calling the appropriate personnel. And then of course the communication should be done properly also.
Thank you. A round of applause. You know how to make a round of applause? So, thank you very much. If you will notice, let's go back to our original setup. Just to process the activity, we have here the results of your discussion. Okay, your discussion. Group number 1 said what went wrong was the CO, or the chief officer, was not able to ask the confirmation from the deck crew. The same way as group number 2 says, of course, the vents and manholes were closed. That's what went wrong. Well, of course, these are related. Okay, these are related. And group number 1 says lack of proper communication. And as enunciated or explained by last kanina, more than communication, there is lack of coordination between
Two departments.
the deck and
Engine.
the engine. Okay. According to group 2, there is complacency. Probably that's because there's lack of miscommunication. Same. Failure to supervise. Same context. Lack of coordination, lack of leadership. Okay. And then what could have happened, well, it should, para magiging proper sana, the chief officer should confirm the personnel and the deck personnel, all the parties involved in the entire operation. Okay? Meaning to say, dapat proper cooperation, proper communication. Dito is planning. The planning is already there. May checklist na nga yan. Double check. Another action of coordination. Good communication is an element of good coordination. If you notice, the entire thing boils down to communication and coordination between all the those involved parties to the operation. Okay. As a result, there was damage on the ship. Is it a small damage or big damage?
Big damage, sir.
Big damage. Oo. Paradero yata ito.
Yes, sir.
Oh, yes. So,
Actually, the ship was off-hired and emergency dried up.
what?
I guess
Company will pay the
the engine department is safe, only that's officer
Only Buson.
Speaking from experience, ano?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let's process everything by the way, and let's go now to the inputs for all this discussion of this lesson. We will now call on Jimmy to please present.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Sir Dodo. Actually, you are all correct in one way or the other, but I would like us all to focus our minds because the topic is management level. So let's focus our minds on what the chief officer could have done or accomplished. So just like what Sid said a while ago, and all of us, please read together, all together.
Attention.
Small mistake makes big damage.
That is what we should put in our minds. Small mistake makes big damage. So our intended learning outcome for this session is for the students to recognize the importance of proper coordination in the execution of onboard procedures. So let's proceed. That is the word that I would like us all to have in mind, is the coordination. So can you please read all together the meaning?
Organizing the activities of two or more groups or individuals so they work together efficiently and know what the others are doing.
Okay, if you see the red colored words, those are the gist of the word. Organizing, so everyone can work efficiently and everyone knows what the others are doing. It's coordination. I like the word coordination. But then again, why do we have to coordinate? So proceeding with, because it minimizes, if not eliminate, the conflicts, wastages, delays, resulting to damages. And then, can you please read, Mr. Aris?
Why coordinate?
Second.
That's one. Why coordinate ensures smooth function of the organization.
Okay, thank you. And then, Dot, can you please read the last reason for coordination?
The purpose of also the importance of coordinate is to improve the relationship in the organization.
Okay, thank you very much. And how to properly coordinate? So, what could have been done? That is actually the point of having case study, is for us to study something that went wrong, so that it would never happen to us. That is the point. We will extract all our knowledges, and then at the end of the day, we will be able to realize and conclude that this should be the thing that we should do on board to avoid these kinds of catastrophe. So we have created a feedback principle. Actually, this is courtesy of Kirk. It came from his mind, and we are thankful. Maybe some of you have practiced it already. Whenever there is, actually this is communication. You have mentioned communication a while ago. So just like the micro teaching of Dodo, Sir Dodo, regarding communication. Upon receiving a command, you should what? The recipient should repeat. Okay. Upon receiving the command, number one, you should repeat. Second is
Execute.
all together, please.
Execute.
Okay, very good. Execute. Upon repeating the command, you execute, and then the last one is report. So RER, that is the cycle of feedback that should be done on board. Actually, in my experience, all of the troubles circulated from lack of correct feedback principles. So I've had a lot of troubles, minor, major troubles, and then the lacking thing, the lacking principle is this one. So the repeat, execute, and report. Okay, so in this manner, I would like us all to bring back the floor to Sir Dodong for wrapping up.
Thank you, Jim. Instead of me, Kirk will be doing the next part.
Okay, class, just to ask you, if you hit, if you already know that, sorry. If you I would just like to ask, going back to the ILO, knowing the procedures, so if you are now recognized the importance of proper coordination in the execution of on-board procedures during our session. Did you?
Yes, sir.
Louder, please.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you very much, class. That's it for today's session.
Please rise.
2-minute toilet break.
You want me to